In this video we will learn about the Annotation Tools Options button. So when you open your Annotation toolbar, there'll be this Options button. When you click on it, you can select and change the options available to you in the Annotation toolbar. These are the pen options, the highlighter options, the font options, and default options for the application. Under the Options tab, you can select to either be prompted to save when you exit or not. By default, that's turned on. If you find it too annoying, you can turn it off. There's also the option here to change the default location for where snapshots and videos are saved. By default, they're saved to the Videos folder under the Users directory. And then there's a printing setting. Do you want to fit the page when you print or print the actual size? By default, it'll be set to fit to page when printing. The pen highlighter and font settings are accessible by clicking on the tabs. For the pen, you'll see me grab my pen tool here and I'll write. You'll see the options will show whatever the current settings for the pen are. Let's say I want to change the color of the pen when I'm writing here. I can click on my color palette, change it to red, and now it's a different color. When I go to my Options tab, you'll see now that that pen color has changed. So I can also go here and pick a color. And I can change the size. Let's say I want this to be thicker. I want to keep my opacity at 100%. Now when I click the arrow here to close this and I go to write with my pen, you'll see it's thicker and the color is now blue. For the highlighter, you can do the same. You can set the default color, size, and opacity. Now when I click on the highlighter, it's going to use those settings I just set. Again, anytime you change the settings, so if I have my highlighter selected and I pick a different color, if I go back to the settings, you'll see that anytime you change a tool's settings, it's going to be stored here when you go back to the Options tab, whatever the current last saved configuration is. And then for the font, by default, it'll be Roboto font, black color. You can change the size or the font. So let me enter a bit of text. If you're not a fan of the Roboto font and you want something different, then go to your settings and pick a different font. I'll pick this cool looking font, and let's say I like my font to be blue and a little bit smaller. Now when I go to enter the text label, you see it's entered with those updated settings. So again, the pen, highlighter, font, and general options can all be selected and changed here by clicking on the gearbox button on the Annotation toolbar.